we confirm what we think about others, right? And this is confirmation bias. You guys might have heard about it before, but right, it's like we don't look for other facts. All the other facts, right? This is kind of what it looks like. All the other evidence we don't care about, right? That don't confirm our beliefs. It's only the evidence that confirms our belief. And even within this, like we could go past this chart and if you go onto this, right? What we see here is lies. We might even take lies. So it's not just this like overlap between facts and evidence, but we might just believe lies, like the Sandy Hook, right? I don't know if you guys follow the news, Alex Jones, Sandy Hook, right? We might believe in these lies because they confirm our assumptions that maybe the government's trying to take our guns, right? And so that might lead to cognitive dissonance and stuff like that, which is you have a belief, but then the actions you take are different, or the other beliefs, you have two different contradicting beliefs. And you don't want to do that. So that's why you just confirm your beliefs. Because if you accept another set of beliefs, you're going to have to go and you're going to have to rethink all your whole belief system. So this is an experiment. So that's a social experiment that I think plays into confirmation bias. Now, why do you guys think that might play into confirmation bias? What here were the individuals trying to confirm? Okay, let me ask that in a different way. So, what was the situation, right? What's the difference between Payless? What's the difference between when you walk into a Payless store and you walk into a luxury shoe store like Plessy? What's the difference in what you're expecting? Cost, and then is it just cost? Right, probably material, right? You saw that one person say it's better material. So you're expecting better material when you walk into Plessy than if you were to walk into Payless. And even though the shoes were the same, how can we say that individuals confirmed their biases? Precisely. And they didn't want to face the fact that maybe these are just shoes from Payless, and maybe Payless shoes kind of look the same and might even be the same as a Plessy shoe might be the same as a Payless shoe, right? And they didn't want to deal with that truth, so they just confirmed what they believe. But that's pretty much confirmation bias.
Experiment making it.
Okay, there we go. And so now I want to see if you guys can figure out which one. I'm gonna have you guys raise your hand. One of these is $1,000. One of these is $100. All right, raise your hand if you think this is the $1,000 suit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Raise your hand if you think that is the $1,000 suit.
It's a true question. They're both $100.
I thought of doing that. No, this one's a $1,000 Armani suit. This one is a $100, I forgot what brand, suit. The majority of you guys raised your hand for this. There are only 4 that raised their hands for this. But it's kind of this notion of we confirm our own biases. And so whenever we're walking into a situation, we deal with other individuals, right? We don't want to change, and we look for things that just confirm what our previous thoughts were. And if we just see a little something, maybe the way, not even themselves, not even the suits or not even the shoes themselves, but the surroundings of a person, that changes the way we interact with the other, right, or what we call the other. So, this is our last question. This is more of the implications of it. How does our view of outgroups influence the way we explain their actions? To do this is the one concept I'll be going over. It's the fundamental attribution error. So, we attribute negative actions to others' characteristics. So if another person does something negative, we say it's that individual, they're just dumb, they're lazy, whatever. If we do something negative, we say, well, the context, right? And so an example of this would be like this. This person, looking at this person, thinks, well, he's late because he got in, he just was lazy, he didn't want to wake up early, probably partied all night and then went to bed late. The other individual's the context was the issue, right? And vice versa. So it's the way we see other individuals is changed by whether they're an out-group or an in-group. So you have to ask the question, right? Is it the individual themselves, or is it the context that they're placed in? You can look at the Nuremberg trials, right, in Nazi Germany. And a lot of those people say, the lower-ranking officers did something unethical. But who here knows what the Milgram experiment is? Okay, so the Milgram experiment was an experiment where they asked participants to shock other participants. And what happened is they asked them to shock the other participants. Now, the individual wasn't actually being shocked. It was what we call a confederate, just a person there who acted. But they went up to death levels of shock to the point where people would die. The person had there was an audio recording in there that was hey, like I have heart issues, like stop. The person kept going because there's a person behind them in a lab coat telling them to continue. So as much as we like to attribute certain like characteristics of outgroups to themselves, there might be a larger context under which they're operating that we might not see. But we might see that in in-groups, right? So that's where it's different. And so now I got kind of like a quiz type thing. I want to see whether you guys can figure this out. So I want to have you guys go into your groups that you were in before, and then I'm not going to tell you whether it's 2, 1, or 4, but some of these are the ways you would react to an out-group if they did something bad, and some of these are the ways you would react to an in-group if they did something bad. So see if you can get into your groups and figure out which is which. You guys got 100%. Good job. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this would be how we react to an out-group, an in-group, and it goes back to fundamental attribution errors. If somebody's in an out-group, we tend to say they're the reason why. When somebody's in an in-group, we say, well, it's because of the context. There must be some other reason. It can't be that this individual is dumb. I know them really well, yada, yada, yada.